Hey guys, welcome to today's video. My name is Lucas, and today what I want to do is I want to show you the step-by-step guide on how to create a Wikipedia page from scratch. Not only that, but also show you the ways, the different tips as to how you can get more citations and more backlinks to your Wikipedia page, and also, leverage AI to help increase your traffic, right? So first thing that we want to do here is we want to go to wikipedia.org, obviously, and we want to select the language. So in my case, I'm an English speaker. So let's click on English. And then over here, we get this view. And then over here, up here, we have create an account or log in. If you don't have an account already, you want to create an account. And this is where you can add your username. So here, username, password, and email address. So for example, I'm putting in my YouTube channel and my password, and I'm going to click on create an account. And once you set that up, you're going to have something that looks like this, where you're going to have like this little notification. We can mark that as red. And then up here, you want to select this little profile icon and hit sandbox. And then we have by default like this code editor, but you want to switch to the visual editor because I just think it's much easier to kind of go through. And then this is where you can start inserting paragraphs. You can start typing different things. It's important to note that up here we have the different headers and paragraph text. We can adjust text to be bold or italic. Linking obviously is a very big part of it. I'll show you in a second. We have citations where you can basically cite from books or from newspapers and websites. And then we have some other formatting options over here. And so I basically created this fictional character in ChatGPT and told ChatGPT to create a Wikipedia page for me, and basically just copied and pasted that here. And I think that's a really great way to start. Just use ChatGPT to give you that initial layout instead of having to do everything from scratch. And then this is where you can really start seeing the power of Wikipedia, right? I can highlight this, I can click on this link button, and then it automatically detects that this is Rotterdam, the Netherlands, and we can select the city. Same things with other things like, for example, UX design. You can click on link and we can select the first option. Next thing that we can do here is a citation. So for example, we can citate like something like this, right? Build in public, and I can go ahead and click on cite, and we can enter a website, or we can manually cite, a website, book, journal, news. And adding more citations and more links is gonna basically help you prove your case when trying to create this page, because if not, they're gonna take it down really quick. So I can put, for example, google.com, and automatically when we start adding these citations, we wanna go all the way down here and we want to start adding a reference list. So we want to go over here where it says insert. We have the ability to insert different things, but we want to insert a references, which is at the very bottom, and that starts to automatically add all of your different citations. So for example, this is like another citation that might be interesting. Want to click on cite, and we can add some type of link. Let's put just google.com, create, insert, and then we have number 2 at the very bottom. And what's very helpful here is we can make this maybe like as a heading and call it like references, so that it's very easy to navigate to. And boom, as you can see, we have our references. And one thing to note here, guys, is that if you click on publish page, every time that you make different changes on this page, you have to be as detailed as possible, because if not, the Wikipedia community is going to take note of that and they're going to take down your page as soon as possible. All in all here, like the most important thing really is the citations, right? And one way of getting citations is by going to major media outlets, right? Obviously, going to the Washington Post or going to TechCrunch is a long shot, but you can, for example, look for reporters for these major media outlets in something like LinkedIn and pitch these reporters whatever it is that you're building for them to talk about you. And the second way of getting citations is via podcasts or radio shows. I guess today, there are more podcasts, a lot of podcasts out there, and you could basically just reach out to these different podcasters that are related to your specific industry and get to be on one of these episodes. And that is obviously a very, very powerful citation to have in your Wikipedia page. Another way is by being in university white papers, being part of like industry studies at universities, and also like major government offices provide. Another way of scaling your citations with AI is by using arvow.com. And just to give you like a quick look at what this is that you can add different keywords, like let's say, for example, organic dog food, and it creates an entire blog post with different chapters with AI generated images that understands the context of the blog post. Also includes YouTube videos that also understands the context of the blog post. And you can select certain text like this and add internal links to your own website because you can connect it here to Arvow. And not only that, but you can also generate articles from news articles or from YouTube videos. So for example, if you are like a YouTuber and you produce a lot of YouTube videos, you can basically push all of your YouTube videos through here and turn these into blog posts. Eventually, basically grow a site that has a lot of traffic, and these pages from this site links to your Wikipedia page. So like I said, this strategy can literally grow your site's traffic throughout a whole period of time. And also because of GEO, which is another important topic that I'm going to be covering in this channel, the more content that you post here, the more probability that these different LLMs are going to show your Wikipedia page profile. And this is just like a direct strategy that you can get started with in Arvow. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any comments or questions, please let me know down in the comments below. And again, like always, thank you all so much for watching. Hope to see you next time. Goodbye.